That's really pretty, actually. Yo, what's good, everybody? Today, we're gonna react to Trisha Paytas singing with no auto-tune. Ooh, this is gonna be exciting. Look, but let me just throw this out there. First of all, I don't actually understand all of the hate that Trisha Paytas gets. Like, personally, she's a little bit over the top, okay? I think we can all agree on that. But that's part of what makes her so fun and interesting and cool. But, you know, as someone who has been a fan of her music and some of her music videos, I think they're very fun. I was interested in seeing what her voice sounded like, you know, just live and on the spot. So, and by the way, everybody, I am a vocal coach. If you want to check me out, I do have a website, youcansinganything.com. I teach voice lessons online through Skype, like every single day. Also, check out my Patreon, link in the description. And on my Patreon, I have this reward. It's really cool, where I review your singing in a video similar to this one, and I tell you how to improve. So, like month to month, or however long you want to be a part of the Patreon, you can improve your voice just for a few bucks. You'll get a professional vocal coach helping you out. You're not gonna get this shit nowhere else. But all that being said, here we go. Trisha Paytas singing with no autotune. Let's see what we think.
When you do it,
If I go, no rescue.
I need to be more emotional too.
He's got a good voice.
I
I can just hear a little bit of it there.
I'm gonna be more emotional this
Get
weekend.
more emotional.
I know.
It's like,
I'm not
I need
emotional.
mascara.
I know. Because I'm not as sad as I was when we were recording this, so I don't
Paytas
feel
get
like,
more
okay.
emotional. Okay.
You think you know just who I am, think you know all there is to. Can we reach an understanding? Are you gonna hear me through? Gave you all I had to give, gave you all that there is to.
Okay, so the producer's voice sounds very good to me. It's very, very full, and it's very good. It's almost radio friendly.
And now my heart is so damn empty. You said you wanna cut me loose, well come.
This is actually kind of tough and a little bit unfair to Trisha because they're both singing in this song. It's a little bit low for her. So I don't think I'm getting a very accurate assessment of what her voice sounds like.
A mile in my shoes, watch these tears run black and blue. When my strength is nearly gone, I'll rise to face the morning sun. So if my lights start growing dim.
Oh, that her producer though is really good. Let's skip ahead because he's dominating that song. And it's not a good range for her. Maybe there's a section here where it's just her singing. This is a 30-minute long video.
Now
So.
you think you know just who I am, think you know all there is to. And can we reach an understanding? Now you're gonna hear me through.
Okay, Trisha. So you do have a good voice in there, and this is a problem that I have, right? Me as a vocalist, I can hear it in myself when I do it, right? I can hear it in other people. So this isn't meant to be rude, but Trisha, your voice is a little bit too much in your nose, and I can show you what I mean. There's no body to it. There's no fullness to it.
Who I am.
Who I am. Right? It's just very, very up here. And we would want to fill that out, just fill that out a little bit so it's not just that sound. There's two ways that we can do this, right? You can do that either by adding just more body to it. Who I am, right? A little bit more, It's very different because obviously you're female. But adding a little bit more of to your voice. Or we can change that by adding a lot of breathiness. Who I am, or whatever. Those are the two ways we can do it. Because right now there's just too much of this going on. Who I am. If you just made one of those small changes, that would change you from sounding kind of like a little bit too much to getting pretty decent.
Think you know all there is to.
And it would also, weirdly enough, it would also help with some of the pitch, by the way. Because when you are too much here, it can get a little bit too sharp. And if, just as an opposite thing, if you're too much here, it can get too flat. No, it can go under the note.
Can we reach an understanding? Now you're gonna hear me through.
So right there, can we reach an understanding? No, that's way too much. That's way too much. Can we reach an understanding? It's in the same spot. I'm just adding breathiness to the bottom, so it's not can we reach an understanding? Because that gets to be too much really, like, real quick.
I gave you all I had
He's perfect.
to give.
Well,
Gave you all that there is.
he's good. I don't got nothing to say about him.
Now my heart is so damn empty. You said you wanna cut me loose. Well,
Come walk a mile in my shoes. Watch these tears.
Let me just say, that's really brave of her to put her voice out like
When
this.
my strength is nearly gone, I'll rise to face the morning sun.
Can you
So
hear, even though the guy is much louder than she is, at least from my perception, you can only really hear Trisha's voice right now. It's because she's singing in this place, Trisha Paytas right now. She's singing from that spot. And so that's like really like just taking over everything. You can't hear the guitar so much. You can't really hear him. You just hear rah throughout the whole thing. So I just want you to back off on that a little bit.
my lights start growing
Right there was
dim,
good. That's good.
and there is nowhere
Yes.
left to run. You better know one thing for sure.
Woo!
That I will be victorious.
Yes. Okay. When he's much louder than her, I think it makes her like back off a little bit on the volume, so it's not as much like this. And I think that helps her out a lot.
With my blue sky
'Cause this sounds pretty good. This sounds alright.
And if there is no turning back, you're gonna see me standing tall. 'Cause you know that I'm a warrior.
You hear how she got breathy there? He's like leading her. That's really cool. They got breathy in the same spot. That's right. There we go. You getting it, girl. Now you getting it, girl. There you go.
Now if you say this is the end, you should know that I need you. We were meant to be together.
Oh yes, yes, yes. Can you hear? Okay, so the pitch is a little bit. Don't ignore that, right? Ignore the pitch. Sometimes pitch goes up. Ignore that. Can you hear how much she's breathy now? And that like sound has gone away. That like cat sound.
If you say this is the end, you should know that I need you. We were meant to be together.
There you go. That's it.
Don't
That's
offer
it.
an excuse.
And if I go and fall too fast, will you come?
I hate that people dislike this video so much because like if people actually had the patience to listen through this to these little sections, you would see where the talent is when she starts getting more loose with her voice. And you know, singers work with their producers when they're making an album, so the producer will always give them feedback as they're going, like very similar to what I'm doing right now. Like, oh, you might want to soften it up here because it's getting a little bit too nasally. So she's used to working in this way, and it takes her a little bit of time to get to where it is she needs to be, is my
To the rescue.
how I perceive this.
And if I can't escape the weather,
Oh, they're so cute
will you
together.
remedy the wound? Well,
Come walk a mile in my shoes. Watch these tears run black and
She's
blue.
loosening up. Okay.
When my strength is nearly gone, I'll rise to face the morning sun.
There you go. All
So
right.
if my lights start growing dim, and there is nowhere left to run,
That's really
you
pretty,
better know
actually.
one thing
I didn't think I would
for
like this
sure,
going into it.
that I will be victorious.
But I actually kind of like
And if
this.
my blue skies fade to black, and if there is no turning back, you're gonna see me standing tall, 'cause you know that I'm a warrior.
Can you also hear how she's copying his tone? Like, remember how I said at the beginning her tone was very, like, nasally, and his tone was very full? Listen right here.
I'll rise to face the morning sun.
That's much more fuller.
So if my lights start growing dim, and there is nowhere left to run,
She's saying nowhere now instead of nowhere.
you better know one thing for sure.
And right there, you hear how he goes, sure, and then she's doing a very similar thing. She's still a little bit sure, but it's not sure like it was at the beginning. And you can see them looking at each other. It's almost like she knows.
have to run. You
And he's helping her.
know one thing for sure.
Right there. Right there. Oh, hell yeah.
I will be victorious.
I get the feeling that he's kind of playing a vocal coach role in this as well.
And if there is no turning back, you're gonna see me standing tall.
Did you hear? Okay, on tall. Standing tall. You notice how she did that instead of standing tall? Like how she was doing at the beginning, which was like way too much. And you could like only hear her voice like shredding through the mix. There we go. All right, that's not bad. Let's skip to a song, something towards the end here. Let's see how that goes. So there's the Trisha Paytas voice. That's the voice that she needs to stick with and keep doing. Like, I'm not a big fan of like drastically changing people's voices if they're doing something that works. We found what worked for her in that spot. Just more of that and try and get away from the like, that voice. That's not really a good look for a singing voice most of the time. Britney Spears could pull it off, but not a lot of people can pull that off.
This is the end. You should know that I need you. We were meant to be together.
Listen to how much breathier she is.
Please don't offer an excuse.
Much breathier.
If I go and fall
Is this the same song still? They've been practicing the same song for 30 minutes? That's great.
Rescue. And if I can't escape the weather.
Alright, so she made a lot of the corrections that at the beginning I said she needed to make. Do I know what I'm talking about or do I know what I'm talking about? Let's check out the end here.
All heard me sing live, so I was like, I don't really care. Who cares? Whatever. Who cares? It's not perfect. So, anyways.
Yeah, and thank you to everybody that supported this. This was awesome.
Oh my god, yeah, we just saw
Yeah.
that Warrior is like top rated on iTunes, which was like so cool. I was like, that's cool. I didn't know.
Yeah, I mean everybody that comments.
Alright, cool. Alright, that was awesome. That was very cool to check out and actually to see her working with like a professional here, and he was guiding her towards the very sounds that I was talking about at the beginning. Remember when I was talking about like, oh, she needs to move more towards like full-bodied sounds or more breathy sounds? She kind of did a little bit of both as she went forward with him, and as he gave her the eyes, a little bit of a sexy eyes, looking at her like, hey girl, we need to move this way. And then she went that way towards the end, and she started to sound pretty decent. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought about Trisha Paytas' singing down in the comments below. Drop a like on this video if you liked the video. Subscribe if you are new and you want to see more videos like this of me reviewing YouTubers singing, because this shit's fun as fuck. And again, check out my website, youcanseeanything.com. Patreon link in the description down below. Peace out.